I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. We're just gonna see. We're gonna run with scissors. All right, here we go. So, hey, that one worked. Nice. And notice how she kicked those little legs out straight instead of going into exit, which is fine. That's what her body told her to do. Okay, so good. Push his arm down. Yeah. Go down, 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 down. Okay. I'll bring these legs back here. All right. So, and one thing I should have pointed out, but when we were working on rolling and stuff a minute ago, you could also bring the knees up into flexion and work on rolling that way. And then you're getting a little more dissociation of the lower extremities from the trunk. You're getting that trunk rotation. Okay. So if she had a super stiff torso and I'm wanting to work on splitting some stuff up, we could work on that, okay? All right, so I brought her knees up to help cue her to roll to her side. All right, now, so this time let's try and go into side lying if you're, or side sitting, okay? All right, so got a hand on her pelvis. I'm giving her the downward cue to bring her ischiums down to sit, okay? This hand, I'm getting up under her rib cage, and hopefully what's going to happen is most of my pressure is going to be here, and this hand typically is just to keep her from falling back down, okay? It's just a safety net of, nope, keep going, but it's not, I'm not cranking on her to get up there, okay? All right, so here we go. We're going to sit up. Good, okay, and then she comes into this nice side sitting position. If she's a little tight, she may have a hard time getting this hip down, so I might do some weight shifts, some oscillations. Yeah, the older we are, the tighter we get. Okay, now that we're here, I can put this hand over here, work on reaching for toys over here, maybe putting them in a basket, you know, work on these types of things. Because as we saw with those babies the other day, especially little Joshua, he was all over the place, right? And with our typically developing kids, that's what they do. They move, they move, they move. With our atypical kids, movement is more challenging. So, I mean, I call it therapized, but it's like they know what they're supposed to do after you've worked with them for a while. They know they're going to sit here and work on things, okay? Because they're not able a lot of times to get away from you anyway. So I'm going to have a toy here for her to play with and maybe work on crossing midline, shifting to this hip, shifting to that hip, putting things over here, putting things over there. If she doesn't have that kind of motor control, I might just give her something visually to gaze at, okay? To look this way and that way, all right? And then this can help prep her for vaulting, which will come next, okay? Let me check at my note. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do next. Okay, go ahead and let me facilitate you to lay back down. So we're gonna put this hand up here. No, we're not. We're gonna put it there because it's gonna help us. Okay, we're gonna go down, 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 down to that elbow, okay? And then just come on back to your back. All right, so that's side lying to sit. Now for supine to sit, this is a good way to work on cueing their obliques. So this is something that you can teach parents to do, like after each diaper change. Instead of just picking them up, we can work on facilitating them to sit up, and it's just an extra little workout that we can work into their daily routine. Y'all?
Do you need to facilitate the head when you're going back down?
It will depend. If they did not have very good head control, you would definitely want to be aware and try and protect it. Yes, for sure. Hopefully by the time we're getting to this, they've got enough head control where they're not just going to flop back and hurt themselves. But good question. Always be aware and support what needs to be supported, for sure. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put one hand on her pelvis to the side that we're weight shifting to. I'm going to hold her opposite hand. So the idea is I'm giving her a cue and she's going to kind of pull this way and sit up, okay? All right, so here we go. Got my hand here. Up, 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 baby. There we go. All right. Okay, go back down. Okay. Again, little right there on the ASIS. And pull this way, just a little cue, and then she comes on up, okay? So it's very simple, but it's an easy thing they can work into their daily routine to try and fire those obliques and get things moving, okay? All right, so let's work on side lying to sit and supine to sit with that little rotation component.